so far the other way that every man started feeling like they were predatory until they could prove otherwise. And a lot of young men in particular gravitated to people like Andrew Tate and these kind of more contentious.
It's such a, I hate when people just like give that forward. People are too. I did it at one point. I changed my mind. I've decided, wait a second. Wait a second. I'm a man. If someone says that they're uncomfortable because I'm a man, I get to say GigaChat emote and not give a fuck whatsoever. I can just do that. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. It actually doesn't fuck with me at all. At all. I see someone posting on Twitter about like how fucking men are evil and blah, blah, blah. I don't even think about it. I don't even fucking think about it. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't give a fuck about it at all. Could you imagine being a man who says, people are so mean to me because of my gender? No. Who fucking cares? Who really cares? There's someone in my life, if there's someone in my life who decides that they don't like me because I'm a man, you know what I say? GigaChat emote. And I turn around, and I don't care. I turn around like a man walking away from a fucking explosion in a man movie. Don't care. Doesn't bother me.
Characters, because they were crying out for someone to tell them what they should be like as a man. And what it feels to me now is, as Andrew just
and you listened?
said, what they should be contentious characters, because they were crying out for someone to tell them what they should be like.
They're crying out
as a man. And what it feels to me now is, as Andrew just said, is that you're getting a return perhaps of the pendulum to a place where it's okay to be masculine. It's okay to slightly beat your chest and say, I'm proud to be a man.
Oh, you're telling me it wasn't okay, which means you couldn't get away with it because you were too weak. Huh? So really, the thing is, you feel weak and you feel insecure. Double weak. You felt insecure and you said, I want to be a man. That's what you did. God damn, bro.
And I think it is. I think that's been long overdue to have that pendulum come back to where not all masculinity is toxic.
Wait, what do you mean? If someone says that you're being toxic, Pierce, what do you do? What do you do? Do you start feeling insecure and weak and like no one accepts you and you need to be validated? You need to have your gender validated? Is that what you do? I don't. I jerk it.
On this one, I completely agree with you, Pierce.
Of course you would.
I think
Weak
the pendulum
men.
swings all the time, and every time it swings, I'm against it when it gets to the extremes, and I get hit by both sides. But yeah, I think that people went too far. Every form of masculinity was being called toxic masculinity, but that's not right.
Who cares? Who cares what's right? What's right and wrong, that's for them, you know? That's for them. Why the fuck do you care?
There's things that are masculine that are perfectly...
So you're not crying because you can't, because people won't let you be a man. You're crying because you can't do it. That's what it is. You're crying because you're not, because you can't do it. Because you're not built that way.
Great. And, you know, I've said this on many shows. It's kind of a hilarious thing to say, but I'm proud of being a man. I love being a man. And so, and it is if we
so valid,
are
King.
really progressive and we're on the left, we have to be accepting of everyone and exactly as they are. So if someone's very feminine, great. Someone's very masculine, great. So they're somewhere in the middle. They viewed masculinity and femininity differently, great, no problem. We believe in freedom. We believe in these principles. So I think the pendulum did swing too far. This is definitely the country reacting back. But I do want to say one thing. That term you use is kind of a misnomer because it takes the bros and combines them with the oligarchs. And the oligarchs are different. Like Elon Musk might be a bro, but he's way more of an oligarch. Like the Rogans and the Portnoys are more of the classic bros, and I have a lot in common with those guys. I also have tons
I'm bro too.
of disagreements with those guys. That's normal, but I'm just warning everyone, populist right, populist left, beware of the donor class. And I'm not dead set against Elon or anyone else.
Donor class, bro. We got way bigger problems than donors, man.
As you know, peers.
He's gonna start fucking screaming about people lobbying to fucking Elon Musk.
If he wants to cut the Pentagon, I'll help him cut the Pentagon.
It's not lobbying anymore, bro. It's investments.
He can control all he likes. I don't care as long as we get to the right policy and the right things for the American people. But be careful, guys. The donor class has a lot of power, and they want things for their own benefit and not necessarily for the average
I don't
guy.
disagree with you.
Well, you know, I gotta give some ground here, where ground is due. You are correct about that. They should be disassociated between the two. Joe Rogan's not like Elon Musk. But I think when Pierce is referencing a broligarchy, it's tongue in cheek to say, hey, a lot of these guys are working kind of hand in hand in tandem in order to move a political agenda. And I don't even think any of us would disagree with that. But yes, I agree with you. There are actual oligarchs in the United States. There is a technocratic class, which is coming to fruition. Nobody's disputing that. It's how we handle it that matters.
Yeah, and you know, it was quite...
Bro, you're sucking on their toes. You are sucking on their toes.
quite funny, Andrew, because
Good.
my team had prepared some of your supposedly controversial, inflammatory quotes about women. And I've just read them, and I'm thinking, I think in the Brave New World, I don't find them that controversial. So I'm just going to read one.
I was a very controversial
One is
person.
the only reason femoids hate my wife is because I tell her to get me a beer and she does. That's the kind of thing I say to my wife and she laughs once she's made my dinner. And then you say women.
And by the way, it does
Look at them fucking affirming their genders right now. Pierce is literally reading this and saying, I think that's funny, and I have a wife, and then I tell her to do things. Bro. Pathetic. Looking for validation. Weak.
wife and she laughs once she's made my dinner. And then you say women.
And by the way,
find beds to be.
Pierce, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Doesn't the beer taste better when your wife brings it to you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And then you said this, and Cheng, I'm interested in whether you agree with this or not. Women find beds to be a centerpiece of decoration. Men find beds to be tools for sleeping. It serves no purpose. I mean, I agree.
Jay, thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Said this, and Cheng, I'm interested in whether you agree with this or not. Women find beds to be a centerpiece of decoration. Men find beds to be tools for sleeping. It serves no purpose. I mean, I agree.
What?